Hello everybody, I am MadMegaX381, and we have in this movie block already fought a murderous shark, an alien hunter, and Dracula. So let's deal with some ghosts. So this is Ghostbusters 2, and I'll start in 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, so the basic story of this game is the same as the movie of the same name, which is that there's an evil painting that wants to take over the world. It's not the best idea for a movie ever, but this is a game that I absolutely loved when I was a kid. I was a huge Ghostbusters fan. I think that if you were around my age, you were probably either a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or a Ghostbusters crazy person, and I was definitely firmly in the Ghostbusters side. However, the downside to that was that we didn't have very many good Ghostbusters games, or at least I didn't think we did. There are a couple better ones now, and the Genesis title's pretty good, but this one is, it's a game, for sure, but I could never really beat it as a kid, so I learned it for a 12-hour challenge once, and now that I can beat it, I take a lot of enjoyment in, nope, gotta go get that! That's a power-up! I want that! I want it! I want it! Where? Come on, let me has it! There we go. Whew! Okay, so you'll see I was shooting green slime out of Ecto-1, and now I'm shooting purple slime. Purple slime travels faster, and you can only have one slime shot on the screen at a time. So the key there was that I really needed to pick that up if I wanted to be able to get through the Ecto-1 sections a little faster. There's one more to come, so hopefully it goes as well as this one has. So, alright, that's it's a second stage. Things happen very quickly in this game. One of the things that I think is cool about this game is that it doesn't have any idea what it wants to be. It doesn't know if it wants to be like this shooty game where you run to the left, which is totally backwards from most NES side-scrolling games. And speaking of totally backwards, you'll have to take my word for it, but when I'm shooting, I'm hitting A. Which is not usually the button you push. As a Mega Man runner, you know, B is the button you're supposed to push to shoot, but not in this game, so okay. I just hit start. There's no pause in this game either. So when you hit start, all you do is you throw a trap down. So we can't actually hurt those big Slimers with our slime blower. We can only catch them in the trap, so it's good to know where to throw your traps. Also, don't look directly at them. Oh no, slimed. That happens. Now I just need to take this a little slower because I can only shoot so fast. Maybe pick that power up back. Perfect. Hopefully this works. Okay, good. For some reason, the game right there will occasionally just decide that you didn't land on this arrow here. So you're basically driving around here. You're trying to drive over the potholes in New York. So you know it's a thing. Oh, okay. That Slimer didn't do what he normally does. Usually he's right there to just walk into that slime or float into that slime. Okay. Whew. So we are through both Ecto-1 stages. Probably should have mentioned in the scene where we were in the courthouse that was Winston Zeddemore. You play as each of the Ghostbusters, and so far we've started with Raymond Stantz. That was who was in the River of Slime stage, and now we're Egon Spengler. In the courthouse was Winston Zeddemore, which is super funny to me because Winston was in the courthouse scene in the movie for all of like 5 seconds. He says something witty and then is sent off screen, which is, you know, tragic. And slimed! Cool! That, I usually call that guy Suicide Slimer because that's exactly what he does. He just guns right for you, just full speed, right in your face. And even if you mash really well there, sometimes you're just gonna get hit there because he's a big old jerk, that particular Slimer. So, alright, now for the fun part of the game. We get to control the Statue of Liberty. while an 8-bit version of Higher and Higher plays. So, for anybody that's... Oh, come on! I got roasted there. That was terrible. You'll notice that I can, like, shoot straight up in the air with the Statue of Liberty's torch, and that torch that's flying right there now allows me to bend my arm so I can aim, but I can't aim until I get that, so we definitely want to be able to pick that up. If I was going for, like, a PB in this, what I would actually try to do is I would try to take damage at some of these stages where they have these bonus rounds that occur after them. Because if you take damage, you don't get the bonus round. But because this is a marathon, and the bonus rounds make it a little bit easier to get through, because you'll notice I've been shooting and picking up these Ghostbusters 2 logos, and you just heard a weird noise, right? That weird noise is me getting another life. Every time I get hit, I lose a life. So, the more lives you can have, the better. Especially given that the end of this game in the museum is really unforgiving. There are a few segments that just are really mean. Everything is the same color. The Ghostbusters, the stage, the enemies, and it is very easy to get hit by something just because you didn't quite see it. So we're going to try to not have a bad time here. We're going to try to have a good time. Oh, missed a few ghosts there. That's alright. We'll get them on the back end. So here we're going to... But I mentioned the plot of the story. The plot of the story is that evil painting trying to take over New York has a river of slime that's fed on by New Yorkers being mean to each other. You know, pretty standard stuff. Nothing too crazy. At least for a Ghostbusters movie, I guess. So we're gonna try to sit that flying ghost there. That's just kind of like a standard ghost design. If you hit him, you'll get an invincibility power up. So we like to get that just because then we can tank all those shots. Okay, so that's the first Statue of Liberty stage. Now we get the second, and hopefully, all right, good. So if there are 3 enemies on the screen, you'll notice that Statue of Liberty right now, if she isn't carrying her little tablet, you can pick those up and you can use them like a bomb to clear the screen. They're really nice to have, but if you have 3 enemies on the screen when you do that, it will end the wave immediately. So I like to do that on that first screen there. Those thunder clouds are just terrible. Not because they are going to hit you, but they can fire lightning at you. And that lightning is no bueno. We don't like to get hit by it. So, okay, now I picked up another one of the tablets. I'm going to try to hold on to it and try to use it for... there will be a set of invisible enemies here that we really... They make life a little difficult. So we try to use the bomb there to weed those guys out real quick. So again, normally what I would actually be doing here is I would actually be taking damage on a few of these screens, just so I didn't have to deal with... okay, that was 2. Oh, okay, I got 3. You don't see them, so I don't know if I got 3. I don't have any idea what's going on there. Hoping for another book bomb in this next phase here, in this next wave, because if I get one, that'll let me work my way through the second. So we go through each wave of these ghosts twice in each of these stages. So now, once I finish this stage, I'm going to have to deal with the thunderclouds again. So they're just, they're a pain. So we're going to try to... Weren't able to get another bomb, but I was able to get a power-up that gives me invincibility, so I'm just going to stand here and not worry about it and just deal with these guys. And there's a bomb there. We'll pick that up. Oh, come on, I hit that! I hit it twice! Oh, come on! Oh, that was cruel, I say. That was just mean right there. But that's okay, because I actually picked up another invincibility. So you'll notice that these ghosts spawn from, like, underneath where the Statue of Liberty is walking, right? So what that means is that sometimes they'll spawn right on top of you and you will get hit. And there's not a thing you can do about it except curse the game. So we'll just accept that that is a thing that occurs occasionally. Didn't happen there. And hopefully it doesn't happen on one of the next sets that it can happen to us on. Had to move, otherwise I was going to take a hit from that guy. Luckily, the Statue of Liberty, a lot of the stuff that the ghosts throw at you in this stage don't necessarily take one of your lives. The Statue of Liberty is unsurprisingly a little tougher than our titular heroes. So she's made of sterner stuff. She can take a little bit more. She's a harbor chick, as Venkman helpfully points out in the movie. So we are just about through the second set of all of these guys. If I get a couple on screen here, I'm just gonna... Oh, okay, there we go. And that might be enough. All right. Through. Now for what I like to refer to as the gray stage, because everything is gray. That's a little dad joke for you right there. Look at this. Like, can you even see that? Like, these floating candelabras and whatnot? Like, what is going on here? And I'm wearing gray? It's gray for days. But so, I should probably make brief mention of some of the things that the ghosts in the regular stages throw at you. The regular Slimers will throw slime down at you. That's red instead of green like yours. And it doesn't hurt you if you run on it, but it will stop you from moving. So, like, for example, what he just threw there, if I'd run on that, I would run in place. And it's not the end of the world, but running in place is a great way to get bonked in the head by a candelabra. So we're trying not to have that happen. So now we get Winston Zedmore again. We're gonna take that a little safe there. Candelabra shouldn't hit me, but, you know, never know. And also, I just wanted an opportunity to say candelabra again. It's a fun word, you know, like just candelabra. You know, you can roll that R a little bit, make it sound super extra fancy. Another big Slimer. We're just gonna... I looked at the trap, Ray. Don't look at the trap. It's bad for you. Oh! Jumped into it. Whoopsies. That happens. That's all right. We're in a good place health and life-wise, so certainly better than most of the practice runs have gone. So not super worried about it. All right, we're through there with Winston. Now we get Egon. Bonk. So traps in this game can collect like actual physical objects, which is super cool. Which is nice because if you're getting late in this game, you don't have a lot of lives. You kind of need to be able to catch them. Other fun thing about this game is that the jump is like once you jump, you're committed to it. It's a fixed height and distance and all of that sort of good stuff. So when you jump, you best know what you're getting yourself into. There, we're gonna throw that there. Hopefully, catch both of them. There we go. All right. I'm gonna wait for that to cycle through. You can run under just about everything in this game. So we're gonna try to do... Nice! Cool. Okay. Last stage, and I should probably point out, you see this little spider guy there? He chases you, and there's not a thing you can do about him. On any of these stages, he is there, and he's like a Terminator. He doesn't stop. He doesn't negotiate. He just follows you, and he won't stop. It's terrifying. So hopefully we get this. That's not exactly the way I try to do that, but that's actually a faster way to do that, is to take that D-boost and not worry about trying to jump over all of these things that are flying through on the ground here. All right, so we've got one more set of these. I probably should have thrown a trap there, but you know what? It's all right. I'll take the hit. Catch these two floating heads. Catch this Slimer, just for good measure, so we don't have to worry about him. I'm gonna go... Oh, maybe we're not gonna go under there. Okay, so time is coming up here when I get to the end of this hall. Whoops. and we're just going to jump over this stuff, and that is time. 1432. That's pretty good. It's certainly not my best, but that is that would be, I think, second on the leaderboard right now. So this isn't a particularly difficult or not a particularly long game, but nobody runs it. It would be super awesome if some people picked it up. I'm a big fan of it. But I wanted to say thank you to everyone at RGL TV, and to everybody behind the scenes working super hard to put this marathon on. Everybody does a great job, and I really appreciate getting to show off some of my favorite games and favorite speedruns for everybody here. I really appreciate getting to show everybody all these and get to participate in something this awesome. So thank you for having me. Thank you for watching. This is super awesome. It's not even over. The movie block isn't even over. I think Super Pitfro is after me, but I don't totally recall. I'm not sure what he's running either. But that's all from me. Thanks for having me. Keep watching. There's still more great stuff through the end of tomorrow. So, thank you, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.